fronts in rally obedience are used extensively. You have a call to front in many exercises. In some of the exercises, you're actually going to walk backwards and have the dog continue to front. We're going to cover each of those pieces individually when we go over the stations, but we're going to work on teaching the front itself. So again, a lot of this is going to depend on how you've taught your dog to sit. So fronts are the dog walking in front of you, within reach to touch, not touching you, and not so far back that the dog is back there that you couldn't actually pat the dog on the head. And so we're going to work on teaching the dog how to come into our front position. So when we start teaching the dog to come into the front of our space, we may have dogs that are a little bit more sensitive, not you, that don't want to come all the way into us. So initially we're just going to lure the dog to follow us in front and feed. Good girl, let's get in front of here. Just to acclimate them to the space. So here, yes, good girl. Once they're acclimated to luring into this space, we want to be cautious of our rewarding and where the position of the reward comes. So if I hand the dog food over its head, it's going to push them back, or they'll pop up. If I only feed from my right hand, I'm going to start having their body will start to twist. Good girl. If I have my hand like this, I could potentially pull them up, but they're also going to be crooked. So you want to reward as much on the center line of your body as possible, and by both hands. You can simply use both hands this way, yes, or you can switch hands every once in a while just to kind of counteract the other hand. Good, yes. Another way you can reward your dogs to draw them in a little bit closer if your dog is not comfortable coming in close is between your legs. So once I have the position I want, yes, and I just toss the food between my legs and let them go. Good girl. As they predict that's where the reward is going to come, they're going to come in closer. Yes, giddy, giddy, good girl. And closer to you each time. If you have a dog that has a problem coming in too close, then obviously we want to be cautious of that, and I might reward the dog from my mouth, or at least give them, yes, and teach them to catch it. Or at least give them the visual with my fingers where the food is up here, and I drop it to them so that they're not anticipating going through and bumping or touching.